No.
There ain't no stopping the unstoppable. Don't forget, impossible spells impossible. Gonna tell myself I am. Gonna tell myself I can do anything. I'm turning history into her story. Here tonight. Whoa, whoa. If we only got one life, we gotta live it right. We're the mothers and daughters, sisters and queens. If we lift up each other, we can achieve anything. We're the ones who are gonna make the change. We're the ones who are gonna flip the page. Spread love like rings in the water. Yeah, that's the power of women. Raise our voices until we are heard. We won't stop. Turn up the volume till we change the world. We didn't come this far to not reach the stars. So let's begin by turning history into our story. And tonight, oh, if we only got one life, we gotta live it right. We're the mothers and daughters, sisters and queens. If we lift up each other, we can achieve anything. We're the ones who are gonna make the change. We're the ones who are gonna flip the page. Spread love like rings in the water. Yeah, that's the power of women. We got the power, we got the power. We got the power, we got the power, we got the power. Oh, tonight we're gonna ride, amazing across the skies on that love. The power of women, mothers and daughters, sisters and queens. We lift up each other, we can achieve anything. We're the ones who are gonna make the change. We're the ones who are gonna flip the page. Spread love like rings in the water. We got the power, we got the power. We got the power, we got the power, we got the power. So tonight we're gonna ride, amazing across the skies on that love. The power of women.
Hello and welcome. We are just so honored, delighted, and excited that you're here with us today to celebrate the power of women. So I'd like to thank the Power of Women, that's Shanali and Ashley, who are our partner organization, and their anthem was performed live at CSW 67. So grateful to have them opening our ceremony today. So, as you know, most of you, I'm Tezekaiah Gabriel of Pathways to Peace. And Pathways to Peace is a UN peace messenger organization. We work locally, globally, intergenerationally, and cross-culturally to bring peace to our planet by building a culture of peace. This event today is the third annual Exceptional Woman of Peace Award ceremony. this is one of our favorite days of the entire Pathways to Peace calendar. And to help us today is Emma. Emma, I want you to raise your hand. Emma, yes, Emma. Emma was a former Exceptional Young Woman of Peace awardee, and Emma's still building peace. And she's here today supporting us with her incredible technical talent. Thank you, Emma. Again, welcome. Welcome. This is a celebration of the heart. And when I thought about what I wanted to share with you today, the only thing I could come up with was just how grateful I am. How grateful I am to be in the company of so many beautiful, powerful, passionate, dedicated women. And of course, we know when we honor one, we honor all. And so thank you to everyone who's here with us today. And of course, at this time every year in this ceremony, we honor our beloved Avon Madison, who was the founder of Pathways to Peace and is beloved around the world, who passed a few years back. And so we know Avon's spirit is here with us, along with all the other women that could not be here with us today. Powerful peace builders, one and all. This year's Exceptional Women of Peace ceremony is particularly special because it is the 25th anniversary of the Declaration and Program of Action for a Culture of Peace. And so the Culture of Peace has been Pathways to Peace work since that declaration was established in 1999. And of course, our amazing Ambassador Chowdhury, who we're going to hear from soon, was one of the leaders bringing forth that declaration and program of action. And we know that's what it's about, that together we are building that culture of peace. So, and it makes total sense that we join on September 13th, the anniversary every year of the culture of peace, because Ambassador Chowdhury and the other leaders bringing forth that declaration and program of action were advocates and activists for women and girls, and women and girls as peace builders. So that's why we chose this particular date. And that's why we're so excited to be a part of this anniversary, this 25th anniversary of the Declaration and Program of Action for a Culture of Peace. More than anything, we are grateful for the women, for the work, for their courage and their determination. So you're going to be hearing from them in just a little while. But I want to show you that each of the women receiving an award today will be receiving the Pathways to Peace Blue Flame Award. And this award just means everything to us in terms of the symbolism. It is, it has our logo on it, and of course speaks to the individual person, but the blue flame is what really has meaning for us. As we know, when fire burns its brightest, there's a blue flame. And that blue flame really depicts the passion and the dedication to peace that are exhibited by all the women here today. And in addition to that, we open every Pathways to Peace Council meeting with starting the council fire. And so the blue flame is a symbol of our 42 years of being committed to peace on our planet. So we're delighted that each of the recipients of the award today will receive their own blue flame of peace. So we know that women are peace builders, and we know that women all over the world are rising. They're leading, they are using their voice for change. And again, as Avon used to say, when we honor one woman, we honor all women. So we are very grateful to all of you here, to all those who can't be with us, and we honor all of you. A special thanks to project coordinator Kim Weichel, who you're going to hear from very soon. Kudos to Haley Peterson, who provided incredible project support. Deep gratitude to Ambassador Chowdhury for all of his dedication and lifetime of work, advocacy for women, women peace builders, and the role of women in building the culture of peace. We are so always grateful, inspired by your leadership, Ambassador. And huge appreciation for the most incredible leadership team in our world. Our leadership team, well, you're going to hear a little bit from them as well, who have had the difficult task of selecting finalists from a pool of the most incredible peace builders in the world. And so many of those we honor with this award every year are building peace in the most challenging of circumstances. And hearing from our leadership team, you will know that in a few moments that you'll know that each one of them is an exceptional woman of peace as well. And so once again, to the women peace builders around our world, this ceremony is for you. And because we always start in this way, we're going to take just a moment of silence where we can hold within our hearts all of the women who are building peace, that are building the culture of peace, even in those most challenging circumstances. So let us just join our hearts and hold that vision of those women, bringing additional energy and honor, support, and lifting them up. Thank you, thank you. And now it's my great pleasure to introduce our project lead, Kim Weichel. And Kim is herself an exceptional woman of peace. She's an activist, an author, an advocate for women and women peace builders. Kim?
Well, thank you, Tez, another exceptional woman of peace for sure, and welcome. I'm so thrilled to see so many people from so many different countries. So I've worked with women in many countries, and I know that women are the ones working at the grassroots to build peace in their communities. They're the ones running NGOs, working for justice, working to heal divides. And yet so often this work is unpaid, unrecognized, and unacknowledged. So we wanted to lift up and celebrate this important work that goes on day in and day out. We say, thank you, we see you, we care, we salute you. And by honoring the award winners today, by extension, we recognize the work that each of you and thousands of women do every day. So there are two Exceptional Women of Peace Awards, one for a woman over 25 and one for a young woman 25 or younger. Each received $300 and that beautiful sculpture, that peace flame that Tez showed. In addition, this year, we have 3 Lifetime Achievement Awards for outstanding work done over a lifetime, as well as 2 awards for using science and technology as a pathway to peace. So as Tez says, we launched this award 3 years ago on International Women's Day and have been thrilled each year with the quality and quantity of applications we've received in so many countries. We put together a diverse leadership and selection team. We thank them for saying yes and for the time to carefully review all applications and discuss with Tez and me which nominations stood out. It was a very hard choice as we had many very qualified candidates. I've asked each to speak for just a few moments about what this process has meant to them. First is Natasha Singh Ali from South Africa, who is an attorney, management consultant, and council member and African representative for Pathways to Peace. Welcome, Natasha.
Thank you, Kim and Hezekiah. Welcome, everyone. It is an honor and a privilege to be in this gathering with you. We are beckoned, all of us, to live in ease, to connect to others in good faith, and to find on this earth ways to relate to other faces in different spaces. The Exceptional Women of Peace Awards is designed to bring you closer to the work of women carrying the flag of peace. Newlings and veterans alike are setting the pace for you to be encouraged and stirred, as I was. Through their efforts, they introduce a knowing, a heart opening, and a motivation for us to follow them. After reviewing each and every one of their efforts and projects, they leave us wishing. Even if it is in small measure, they leave us yearning to emulate their good deeds, their gracious gestures, their dynamism to help. By any account, all these women are winning examples of how to reach out and make a significant difference to foster peace. Some, due to their intergenerational access and privilege, they use these platforms to scale their service and their impact. Many, under adverse conditions, work with men, women, and children who are displaced, marginalized, or traumatized by violence. There are women who spend years in far-flung places caring for people under threat or forgotten. What some do requires the courage to put their lives on the line or to flee. Others have experienced grave loss at the hand of perpetrators and then turn around, forgive, and continue to build an inclusive life for the children of those who have brought rage upon them. These notable leaders and bright lights all believe in sharing their time, expertise, experience, and generosity. I invite you to breathe in the intentions of the women who have been showcased and will be here today as exceptional women of peace. Let it wash over you and allow yourself to be, in your own way and in your everyday, a pathway to peace. Thank you, Kim.
Thank you, Natasha. Second is Dr. Genevieve Balans-Kupang from the Philippines, who is Dean at the Graduate School of Baguio Central University and Peace Education Coordinator. She chairs the special interest groups of the World Council of Curriculum and Instruction, which is now accredited with ECOSOC. Welcome, Jenny.
Kapayapaan, pagkakaisa at galak sa inyong lahat. Peace, unity, and joy. It is a profound honor to speak as part of the International Leadership Selection Committee for the Exceptional Women of Peace Award, a role I have been privileged to serve since 2022. I have witnessed the extraordinary impact of women who have devoted their lives to building a culture of peace. As we commemorate the 25th anniversary of the United Nations Declaration and Program of Action on the Culture of Peace, we recognize the transformative role women play in shaping a more just and harmonious world. Our finalists and Lifetime Achievement Award recipients are shining examples of resilience, compassion, and leadership. They remind us that peace is the presence of justice, equality, and human dignity. Through these women's tireless efforts, they have brought to light to the darkest corners of our world. And at this moment, we celebrate their courage, strength, and unwavering commitment to peace building. We extend our deepest gratitude to Ambassador Anwarur Chowdhury, our friend in the World Council for Curriculum and Instruction, whom I met in 2012 in Taiwan and in 2016 in Hungary. A friend, a true friend, a champion of peace, whose leadership continues to inspire us all. The event's leadership team, consisting of Tizikaya Gabriel and Kimberly Weikel from USA, Attorney Natasha Singh Ali from South Africa, Attorney Asha Asukan from India, Dr. Hanan Malkawi from Jordan, and yours truly, Dr. Genevieve Balance Kupang from the Philippines, played pivotal role in selecting the deserving winners. Today, together, let us carry forward this legacy of peace and ensure the voices of women continue to shape a world rooted in empathy, inclusivity, and unity. We offer this event in honor of Avon Mattison, the founder and former president of Pathways to Peace, whose legacy we're continuing to this day. Congratulations to this year's Exceptional Young Women of Peace awardee, the EWOP awardees in the Lifetime Achievement awardees. Thank you and God bless us all.
Thank you, Jenny. Next is Asha Asalan from India, who is a consultant in the fields of women, peace and security, and human rights. Welcome, Asha.
I don't see Asha in our audience. She could have had technology issues, Kim.
All righty, well then let's go on to Hanan, and if she comes in, please let me know. We'd love her to speak later. So next is Dr. Hanan Malkawi from Jordan, who is professor in the Department of Biological Sciences at Yarmouk University. Hanan is known for her devoted efforts in mentoring and inspiring young scientists and entrepreneurs to pursue their studies and build a career. Welcome, Hanan.
Hello, or in fact, good evening, everyone. Thank you, Kim, for the introduction. That makes it for me to even reduce my talk. As Kim explained, I'm Professor Hanan Malkawi from Yarmouk University, Jordan. My work, in fact, spans critical fields such as healthcare, agriculture, food security, environmental protection, and industry. And my mission is really to harness the power of science to improve lives and shape a better future in each of these areas. And also, I'm really so passionate about mentoring the next generation of scientists, especially women, to not only advance their knowledge, but also inspire them to make meaningful contribution to society and create lasting impact in their communities. I'm deeply honored today, and I'm deeply honored to serve in the selection committee for the Exceptional Women of Peace Award. This transformative journey has touched me profoundly. As we reviewed so many applications of candidates, it was humbling to witness the diverse paths women are taking in their peace-building efforts. Choosing the finalists was both challenging and inspiring at the same time, as each woman's story of courage, resilience, and dedication to peace is making a profound impact on the world. Listening to their interviews, I was moved really by their unwavering commitment to peace in all its forms. Each story left me a last impression, a powerful reminder of the incredible strength, passion, and determination of women working to transform the lives and communities. I would like to take this moment to express my deepest gratitude to Teskia Gabriel, the Executive Director of Pathways to Peace. Tez, you have poured your heart and soul into making the Exceptional Woman of Peace Award a reality, and it's a really honor to work alongside with you. I would like also to express my heartfelt gratitude to my extraordinary fellow members of the selection committee, who I always call them my sisters, in fact. It has been a privilege to work alongside you on this noble cause. May God bless you all, and together, let us continue to champion peace, justice, and compassion in everything we do. Thank you with love, peace, and gratitude. Thank you, Kim.
Manan.
Yes. Oh, I have to take a breath. Each of you inspire me so much. It brings tears to my eyes. So thank you for your extraordinary leadership and commitment. Kim and I are so very grateful for each and every one of you. And now we're going to move into our keynote presentation by Ambassador Chowdhury, who is our beloved leader, inspiration, friend of Pathways to Peace and of women. And so let me tell you a little bit about Ambassador Chowdhury. He has been a career diplomat, permanent representative of Bangladesh to the United Nations, president of the UN Security Council, president of UNICEF Executive Board, UN Undersecretary General, senior special advisor to UN General Assembly president, and recipient of the Bhutan Peace Award, UNESCO Gandhi Gold Medal for Culture of Peace, Spirit of the UN Award, and University of Massachusetts Boston Chancellor's Medal for Global Leadership for Peace, 2018 Global Women's Peace Award, recipient of the inaugural Global Citizen Award by the Soka University of America, and 2021 Visionary Leadership Award presented by civil society organizations. More awards than seems possible for one to achieve in a lifetime. His legacy and leadership in the service of global community are boldly imprinted in his pioneering initiatives in March 2000 as the president of the Security Council for the political and conceptual breakthrough leading to the groundbreaking UN Security Council Resolution 1325 on women and peace and security, and in September 1999 for adoption of the landmark program on the culture of peace by the UN General Assembly. In March of 2003, the Soka University of Tokyo, Japan, conferred to Ambassador Chowdhury an honorary doctorate for his work on women's issues, children's rights, and the culture of peace, as well as for strengthening of the United Nations. In May 2012, he received a Doctor of Humane Letters honoris causa degree from the St. Peter's University of New Jersey in the United States. In May 2021, the University of La Verde, California, USA, conferred on him an honorary doctorate for his work on global peace and development. Ambassador Chowdhury is the founder of the New York-based Civil Society Coalition, the global movement for the culture of peace. So, Ambassador Chowdhury, welcome. We are so grateful and inspired by you.
a warm celebratory greeting on the occasion of the 25th anniversary of the Culture of Peace. I am deeply moved by the honor bestowed on me to be the keynote speaker at the exceptional Women of Peace award ceremonies consecutively since the inaugural awards were presented in 2022. Pathways to Peace has been working for over 40 years, locally and globally, intergenerationally and multiculturally, to support peace building and peace builders, and to initiatives to create the global culture of peace. Executive Director of Pathways to Peace, Tezekia Gabriel, asserted that, and I quote her, "We see women, particularly young women, using their voice and presence to create positive change and to build lasting peace." She went on to emphasize that, and I quote her again, "The exceptional Women of Peace Awards seek to honor those women and all women. In the spirit of our beloved Evan Mattison, when we honor one, we honor all. All are needed to build the sustainable peace, to create the culture of peace in all our lives." End of quote. This morning's exceptional Women of Peace Award ceremony is taking place exactly on the date when 25 years ago, today, the United Nations took its most forward-looking stride in ensuring a peaceful planet for all since the Charter of the United Nations in 1945. 2.5 decades have passed by since 1999, when the United Nations adopted by consensus a monumental document on the culture of peace that transcends boundaries, cultures, societies, and nations. It was an honor for me to chair the 9-month-long open-ended negotiations that led to the agreement on this historic norm-setting document that is considered as one of the most significant legacies of the United Nations that would endure generations. Simply put, the culture of peace as a concept, as a motivation, means that every one of us needs to consciously make peace and nonviolence a part of our daily existence. We should know how to relate to one another without being aggressive, without being violent, without being disrespectful, without neglect, without prejudice. My life's experience has taught me to value peace and equality as the essential components of our existence. They unleash the positive forces of good that are so needed for human progress. This realization has now become more pertinent amid the ever-increasing militarization, and weaponization that is destroying both our planet and our people. It is my strong belief that unless women are engaged in advancing the culture of peace at equal levels at all times with men, sustainable peace would continue to elude us. Women bring a new breadth, quality, and balance of vision to a common effort of moving away from the cult of war towards the culture of peace. When women participate in peace negotiations and in crafting of a peace agreement, they have the broader and longer term interests of our societies in mind. I believe wholeheartedly that women's equality makes our planet safe and secure. Patriarchy and misogyny are dual scourges pulling back humanity away from our aspiration for a better world to live in freedom, equality, and justice. Those are real threats to human progress. On a somber note, let me alert that we are experiencing around the globe an organized, determined rollback of the gains made, at the same time perpetrating new attacks on women's equality and empowerment. Yes, in all parts of the world and in all countries without exception. That global reality is dramatically evidenced in the fact that the United Nations itself, despite being the biggest champion of women's equality, has failed to elect a woman Secretary General, yet to reverse the historical injustice of having the post occupied by men for nearly 8 decades of its existence. Before closing, let me assert that feminism is about smart policy, which includes whole populations, uses all potentials, and leaves no one behind. Let me reiterate that I am proud to be a feminist. All of us need to be. That is how we make our planet a better place to live for all. On this day, as we celebrate the 25th anniversary, let us embrace the culture of peace for the good of humanity, for the sustainability of our planet, and for making our world a better place to live for all. Let me also emphasize that the culture of peace is not a quick fix. It is a movement, not a revolution. Before concluding, congratulations again to the proud recipients of the Exceptional Women of Peace Awards in 2024. Thank you, and again, wishing you all happy 25th anniversary of the culture of peace.
Thank you, Ambassador. You can hear that passion, that determination, that lifelong dedication. So we're now moving into our awards ceremony, where you'll have an opportunity to hear from the recipients of the awards. And so I'm going to begin with the Exceptional Woman of Peace Award. And this year's award goes to Humaira. Humaira, congratulations as a recipient of our 2024 Exceptional Woman of Peace. I'm going to say a little bit about her. We could say a lot about every one of these awardees. So Humaira is an impressive human rights activist from Afghanistan, focusing on women's rights, ethnic group rights, and transitional justice. Over the past decade, she has led important initiatives that promote harmony, resolve conflicts, and advocate for the rights of marginalized communities. Humaira is the chairperson of a network with 100 civil society organizations and on the board of directors of the Human Rights Defender Committee, supporting activists in danger. She is also leading an only women news agency in Afghanistan called the Afghan Women News Agency. Since 2017, Humaira has diligently endeavored to articulate the demands and aspirations of marginalized communities and women in the context of peace negotiations. Her primary objective is to ensure their meaningful participation in the peace-building efforts and to empower them as stakeholders in pursuing sustainable peace. Humaira. There you are.
Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everyone. First and foremost, I would like to extend my deepest gratitude to Pathways to Peace for honoring me with this prestigious award. It is an incredible privilege to stand before you as the 2024 Exceptional Woman of Peace. This recognition not only highlights my individual journey, but also gives visibility to the millions of women around the world, especially in Afghanistan, who are in darkness, historical time, and then they continue to fight for peace and justice. My name is Humaira Saqib, and I'm the founder of Afghan Women News Agency organization, a platform dedicated to amplifying the voices of Afghan women and advocating for their rights. The work I do is deeply rooted in my personal experiences growing up in a war-torn Afghanistan, witnessing in immense suffering and courage of women who, despite the dangers, continue to raise their voices for freedom, equality, and peace. Over the year, Afghanistan has experienced unimaginable turmoil, especially for its women and girls. I have seen their struggles firsthand, yet I have also witnessed their resilience. My passion for peace and human rights was ignored, was ignited by these women who, despite losing so much, refuse to give up. They have been my inspiration, driving me to create a space where their stories can be told, their pain acknowledged, and their right firstly defended. Through Afghan Women News Agency organization, I have had the privilege of working with a brave team of women journalists who continue to report on the harsh realities of life under the Taliban. Despite the constant threats to our lives of freedom, we remain committed to our mission to give Afghan women a voice and to ensure that the world does not forget them. We fight not only for freedom of speech, but for the fundamental human rights of every woman and girl in Afghanistan. This award is a statement to the power of perseverance and solidarity. It is a reminder that even the darkest of times, our commitment to peace must never waver. The path to peace is long and often filled with challenges, but it is a path we must walk together. For me, peace is not merely the absence of war. It is the presence of justice, equality, and opportunities for all, especially for women who have been systematically oppressed. Receiving this award also carries great responsibility. It reminds me of the countless women who have risked their lives for peace and justice, but remain in the shadows unrecognized. It is my duty to continue their fight and to ensure that their international communities stand in solidarity with them. I believe that through our collective efforts, we can create a world where peace is not just a distant dream, but a reality for every woman, for every child, and every community. To me, this award represents hope, the hope that our voices, no matter how small or distant, will be heard. It represents a strength, the strength to continue fighting, even when the odds are against us. And it represents unity, the belief that when we came together, we can achieve lasting peace. In closing, I would like to dedicate this award to all women who have tirelessly fight for peace in Afghanistan and beyond. I may be standing here today as the recipient, but this honor belongs to them. Their courage is true embodiment of peace, and their unwavering determination is what keeps me moving forward. Thank you once again for this incredible honor. Together, let us continue to build a world of peace, justice, and equality for all. Thank you with peace and love.
Oh, thank you, Humera, and hearty congratulations to you. So I have the honor of introducing the exceptional young woman of peace. Adriana Araya is an amazing young peace builder who founded the Women's Institute of Leadership, Excellence, and Success, which aims to provide mentorship, leadership, and scholarship opportunities for young women in inner city communities to help bridge cultural and financial gaps in society. She peer mentors young women in public speaking, networking, and presentation skills. She's involved with a Model UN club and engages and motivates others as part of her peace-building efforts. Congratulations, Adriana.
Thank you so much to everyone who's here today. Good afternoon. My name is Adriana Araya. Again, I'm eternally grateful not only for everyone who's here to commemorate this award for me, but I have endless gratitude to everyone who supported me up until this point. I'm extremely moved by this award. When I was told I was nominated for this, I was flattered and I was so moved that my community, when they thought of young women who moved the culture of peace, I was one of the people who came to mind. And the values that this award represents are especially significant to me because they're so in line with what I hope to do in the future. My mission through my work has been to forge a space for young women to be trailblazers in whatever field they want to be in, whether they are a young minority, an immigrant, or come from a household that doesn't necessarily support young women. In my upbringing as a young female minority in an inner city, I realized from a young age that I was growing up in an environment that was far different from my more privileged peers. Not everyone had the room or the opportunity to voice their opinions or pursue their interests. And from a very young age, I was aware that to do what I wanted to do and to bring about change, I needed to create that space myself. And that is the goal of my foundation, Wiles. I hope that in the future, though I'm in my beginnings of my foundation, I am able to provide scholarship opportunities and connections to young women who don't feel as though they have the resources that they need at the moment. For me, my mission began when I was around the age of 10, seeing that not all girls had the same parental figures or role models as I did, and that I was still in a more difficult situation than my richer counterparts. I was still very privileged. I had my mother, I had my father, I had role models who supported me in everything. And I had friends who didn't. And it was beyond heartbreaking to me. And that's when I began pageantry and saw that there were young women, not much older than myself, being role models and providing these opportunities in whatever way they could to other girls. And I began working with young women, teaching them confidence in themselves and in their beliefs. And I helped motivate them to become leaders in their own right. And though when I began, I didn't believe that I would be somewhere like this, the award just shows that there is opportunity for women in any part of the world pursuing whatever interest they might have to be young women who are inspiring peace and change and the advancement of a culture that becomes more and more accepting of them. Every single day, I'm internally grateful not only for the role models who have brought me to this point, but to the fact that everyone here has allowed me to be a role model to other young women like myself who were unsure at some point if they could make a change. And I'm dedicating this award not only to my younger self who is afraid of speaking up or worried that she wouldn't be able to be successful because she was from somewhere a little bit different, because people would make weird sneers and comments when she said where she was from. I dedicate this to her and to every other little girl who thinks that maybe perhaps one day they can't get to where they want to be because they're different, because their background's different, because they aren't the most wealthy or intelligent or confident girl. This is for them, because every young woman has the opportunity to become a young woman of peace, to become a leader, to become a change maker. And you as a community have allowed me to do that. And with this award and with more support behind me, I'm going to make sure that I give that opportunity to every single young woman that I can, whether it be somebody I know now or a girl generations from now. Once I've passed, I hope that the change that I'm making now resonates into the future. And this is just the beginning. I will not allow my pursuit for peace to cease now. And I am so grateful and so thankful that you have chosen to be your exceptional young woman of peace.
Thank you, Adriana. Thank you. You are an incredible young woman of peace. So we were so delighted on the leadership team to see that we had candidates that were scientists, that there were candidates in our pool that were using science and technology as their pathway to peace. And we know and recognize this is a pathway of the future. And so we couldn't help but identify two of those scientists to receive our our Leadership in Science and Technology Award. Again, we're so excited about seeing that these groundbreakers coming forward. So the first one is Hyatt. Hyatt, we have two. First is Hyatt receiving the Leadership in Science and Technology Award. So Dr. Hyatt Cindy is one of the world's leading biotechnologists and a global champion of science, technology, and social innovation. She is a pioneering female leader working to improve the lives of people around the world through her belief in the power of science, technology, and innovation to solve the greatest developmental challenges. Dr. Cindy is the former senior advisor to the president of the Islamic Development Bank for Science, Technology, and Innovation, and was voted one of BBC's top 100 women in 2018, a list of inspiring and influential women from all around the world. Her career includes co-founding and co-inventing Diagnostics for All, a program to create affordable diagnostic devices for millions of people in impoverished regions, alongside a team from Harvard University. Hyatt, the floor is yours.
Thank you very much. Thank you, Tazkia. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, everybody. As you heard, my name is Hyatt Cindy. I'm from Mecca, Saudi Arabia. First, I want to really say thank you to Pathways to Peace and all its partners and those who nominated me and selected me for this special award. I'm deeply honored and grateful to be receiving this award. I'm a scientist, I'm a biotechnologist, and I have been involved in all aspects of science, technology, and innovation. As a young girl, I dreamed to be a scientist to benefit mankind, to make a difference to this world. I asked my family to send me abroad to fulfill my dream to become a scientist. Many people, except my family, especially my parents, told me I'm going to fail. I'm not going to make it. It took persistence, it took courage, it took ingenuity, but eventually I found a way to make those dreams real. And I have been on a journey ever since. I support the global social development goals by working to build a social innovation ecosystem in the Middle East and beyond, providing a backbone for entrepreneurs, especially women, leading to international collaboration to reduce our differences and bring peace. For me, the glue for a peaceful collaboration is first to work on policy, driving new strategies with execution for social development. Through my affiliation as a Goodwill Ambassador for Sciences and Honorary Fellow at Newnham College, University of Cambridge, as a founder of the Institute for Imagination and Ingenuity, and a former advisor to Ban Ki-moon, and a former member of the Shura Council in Saudi Arabia. Second, work on building capacity. My own effort has gone to the Institute of Quality to boost technological and financial capacities for people's needs, helping global collaboration for science, technology, and innovation, and seeding local partnership too, where traditional organizations struggle to deliver without specialist input, especially in the developing countries. And third, the science, which is the true workhorse. Science for me is unlimited, so what we can do for our civilization to build peace also is unlimited. This award for me is critically important, to be recognized and to have a voice. I have always wanted to help set the direction of science for innovators, for inventors, and for investors to drive social innovation to give the best technologies for humanity. I believe we must aim science at the social issues, customize science to people's needs and their way of life. More heart and mind thinking together and working together. Now I can brighten the social target too. We are the custodians of our planet. But our duty is to teach this knowledge to youth to achieve a better future. I believe giving people the right tools for their sustainable future will build their pride, honor, and potential, especially vulnerable and underrepresented communities such as women. So I have learned through travel and study 1,000 miles or 1,000 years, you still find people just like you and I. So everything we do in business and in science, I find now depends on connecting together and building great teams. But some people will always demotivate you, directly or indirectly. They can have an opinion about everything you do or you have done, the way you talk, the way you dress, where you come from, and what you want to be in the future. And it's very easy to fall in and adopt the way of thinking, the same way of thinking. My advice to all women around the world, and of course men, keep on imagining your next step. Allowing yourself to be who you are, stay positive, and keep going strong. People will be drawn to you, and great teams will be built. That said, there is still no perfect model, no template, no formula for creating the exact conditions for peace. But it begins with inspiration. So my message is peace emerges naturally, with us working together for all around the world, from all around the world, aiming for removal of pain and suffering through collaborative science and technology. Finally, I want to dedicate this award to my dear mom who passed nearly 6 weeks ago. She was an exceptional woman who went against the odds to make me who I am. Again, I want to express deep gratitude to all who have supported this journey. Together, we can strive for a future of peace and innovation. Thank you very much for your attention.
Wow, thank you, Hayat. And again, congratulations. Wow, beautiful story. Thank you. So our next Science and Technology Award winner is Amal Amin Shendi from Egypt, who is a recognized scientist, global citizen, social entrepreneur, and change maker, and believes that science is a global public right. She has so many accomplishments. She is founder of Women in Science Without Borders, which has now spread to over 70 countries. She has had a key role in the World Forum for Women in Science, which is dedicated to working with refugees and at-risk scholars. She is co-founder of the Global Young Academies to empower young scientists as future global leaders, enhance the impact of science in societies, and support science diplomacy, which is now in over 85 countries. And she is co-founder of the Egyptian Society and Arab Network for Nanotechnology to share in enhancing the status of science and technology transfer in the Arab region. She has won many awards and been featured in many publications. Unfortunately, since Amal travels a lot, she's not able to be with us in person, but she sent a video. So we'll see that now.
Hello all, I am Amal Amin, Professor of Polymers Technology and Nanotechnology at National Research Center in Egypt. I am founder of many international and national organizations, as Women in Science Without Borders, Global Young Academy, and Science for Humanity Foundation, which is on the way to be announced soon, and many more global initiatives and organizations that aim at first increasing the impact of science in societies as main source of global development, and B, second, connecting the people and all stakeholders with science worldwide for the sake of humanity. Recently, I have received with great pleasure and honor the Award of Peace Leadership in Science and Technology. So I would like to thank Basis for Peace organization, its team and leadership, alongside with its distinguished exceptional Women of Peace Global Award, where I really appreciate that the organization and its team consider Science and Technology Award this year as the first year. However, we have to confess that science and technology is the main source of development, welfare of nations, and the main tool to achieve peace now and in the future, where peace is a main human right that people should enjoy with no conflicts alongside with other human needs and rights, which I can simply identify them with respect to the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, which indicate the main human needs from quality education to clean water and environment, which all can be fulfilled by science and technology. And I think the 17th goal, which is related to the partnership, is the most important and the vital one, where we should work together and cooperate together to achieve peaceful life for humanity, as science and technology becomes a main pillar of development and global cooperation to bridge the gap between developing and developed countries and eliminate any prospective future discrimination related to shortage in knowledge possession and lack of technology transfer. Again, I would like to express my gratitude and real happiness to get Peace Leadership in Science and Technology Award, where I consider it first as being chance to pay attention to my efforts to build science-based multidisciplinary organizations, where all stakeholders, including policymakers and scientists, can work together to make successful partnerships to solve the societal problems with real solutions, which may lead to sustainable peace and a brighter future for the next generation. Second, as distinguished appreciation for the importance of collaboration and partnerships and networking, where without cooperation and partnerships with many collaborators and friends worldwide to whom I owe a lot, my efforts wouldn't succeed to make such activities, and I think this award will be a new beginning to gain more collaborators and partnerships to spread the culture of peace worldwide and to change the mindsets to obtain the real sustainable peace for better tomorrow for us and the new generations. Finally, I would like to thank my friends and family, and thank you all.
Beautiful. Thank you. We wish you could be with us, but we wish you safe travels. And so now we're moving into the category of Lifetime Achievement Awards. Last year, we didn't award a Lifetime Achievement. The year before, we did. And this year, we were just astounded at the number of candidates we had that had extraordinary lifetimes dedicated to peace. And so we thought we would honor 3 of them. We could have honored so many. So I'm going to present that first award to Asma, and I have to find her word, Asma Ingi. And Asma was going to be here. I'm not sure if she is. And she is in recovery from an injury and is being hospitalized. So perhaps that is the reason that she couldn't make it. Or if you are here, Asma, please somehow let us know. You can put that in the chat. In the meantime, I'm going to introduce you to Asma, who's an incredible leader. So Asma Ingi, in 1987, Asma established Muslimat Nisa, a holistic health, education, and social services organization that provides health services for uninsured women and children, the homeless, refugees, trafficking victims, and women that are victims of domestic violence. Executive Director and founder, Asma Ingi Hanif, is not only FEMA disaster relief trained and an advanced nurse practitioner, but is also a certified chaplain, graduate of Hartford Seminary with a degree in Muslim-Christian relations. Her organization has established the only shelter housing program in America exclusively for Muslim women and children, accepting individuals traveling to them nationwide, accepting individuals and traveling to them nationwide and internationally. And so, Esma, this is your Lifetime Achievement Award.
So Tez, I don't think she's here, so we'll go on. Again, congratulations to Asma, extraordinary. Our
She is
second
here.
Lifetime Achievement Award is Lily Fournier. Lily is a force of nature. I have long known her work and been a real admirer. For decades, Lily has worked to launch a global movement to realize the limitless potential of women and girls. She has many accomplishments. She has produced PBS specials such as Women of Wisdom and Power that helped expand the popularity of International Women's Day in North America, and lit a fire under women to find the courage to pursue their dreams and take the lead. She has produced women's empowerment events such as Women's Day Live, and will be producing the World Girls' Day Benefit Concert and Music Festival on October 11th to 13th, which is the International Day of the Girl. It is a great honor to give you this Lifetime Achievement Award, Lily.
It's our privilege, my privilege, to be in your presence. All of you, exceptional women. I really believe from the deepest part of my heart, after what feels like a lifetime of deep alienation, that it's the power of women and young girl leaders who are going to save the world right now. And so it is truly an honor to be with Tez and Kim and all of you, and particularly to get this award from Avon Matheson, who, as Tez mentioned, she feels her over her shoulder. And from the moment all of us connected, that's how I felt. She was the real thing and really cared deeply and was relentless in pursuing her mission for fostering peace. So it's my privilege to speak with you as to what my mission is about, and thank you very much for the honor. I haven't had much sleep, which has been my case for the last couple of months, but I'll do my best to be brief, and did not get the chance to prepare a speech for you, but I'll speak from the heart. I spent a lifetime, given I was in the television business, I realized that it was enormously powerful to impact personal and societal change. So I dedicated my life to producing what is ostensibly Live Aid Girls, and we're waiting to see if that happens for October 11th to 13th of this year. I've gone out to and pursued a million billionaires who all care but have no money. And that is essentially the case. I think it's the cult of selfishness in America and around the world that is killing the future for our children. And it's not just my children that I did this for, but all of our children, and to stand up for the international community right now, to stand up for the rights of girls and to champion their future and their potential, and to galvanize billions of dollars in international development aid, which is what we can do. So we are so excited that we got the support of a world-class production team who's produced concerts like the Eras Tour for Taylor Swift and Beyonce to agree to produce Girls' Day. So Live Aid happened in '85, and we have the same director, by the way, the legendary Louis J. Horvitz, in 3 weeks. So we have 4 weeks to find out if this is happening. So I'm waiting for a miracle, because it's really critically important to get the international community to stand up for the future of the world's girls. And the confluence of world events in history right now is giving us an unprecedented opportunity, not only to fight for freedom and democracy and equality, because everything is on the line and the stakes could not be higher. So I think this is a moment where each of us has to take responsibility for the future and fight with everything that we've got, because a life absolutely depends on it. And that's how I feel about it. So when I went full time on this mission, I was given a prophecy of this prophetic future. And so in 2010, I decided I'm doing it because I felt this imminent danger and also the threat of this global humanitarian crisis, which UNICEF is now saying is the worst in its 75-year history. So over 30,000 people a day dying needlessly of hunger and starvation. Like, why? Why is only less than 2% of philanthropic money being given to women and girls? It's like, why are women and girls the poorest people on the planet? I want systemic change. So I had this dream of the impossible dream made possible, and that I would fight every day to change, to create systemic change, because this is not acceptable. How did this come about that we as a human family would accept this as a normal thing? So I'm saying it stops here, it stops now. And Kamala Harris is a dream come true. So having a visionary, ethical leader who really cares about us. So I think this is the moment where all women need to sort of step into their power, get in the driver's seat. Because when I said the confluence of world events, is that next year is a historic year for women. So that this October 11th, we can make a call to action to world leaders to implement a bold global women's economic empowerment initiative and girls' education, because they've pledged to eradicate poverty this year by educating and empowering women and girls. So it's what I'm calling the moonshot moment to March 8th of 2025, when it's the 30th anniversary of the Beijing Platform for Action, which means that it's time to keep promises to women. So we can galvanize unprecedented levels of investment. And this is our moment to come together collectively and really create the future that we want. So I'm so deeply grateful for this honor, and that it's coming from Tez and Kim and this illustrious team, and from the heart of Avon Matheson, who introduced me to the great ambassador on this mission for Women's Day Live. I don't know how many years ago, maybe 20 years, but we're poised to make this happen. So God bless you all. Thank you deeply.
Thank you, Lily. Thank you, Lily. And in the chat, there's a request for you to put your information in case people would like to support your initiative that you're speaking about. So
Right.
please put your information in there for all of us.
Thank you so
and
much.
as it turns out, Asma is here. She has to be off camera because, again, she is hospitalized, recovering from an injury. So let's bring up Asma. And Asma, you saw your award, hopefully. And can we give Asma the floor?
Greetings. Can you hear me? I never know.
Yes,
You can hear
there
me.
she is.
Okay, thank you. Well, greetings of peace to all. If I sound kind of muffled, it's because I'm in a room, like a little closet, just so I could be able to do this away from the rest of the patients. And you may not be able to see my tears, but know that I am humbled and thankful to receive this award from Pathways of Peace. Over 50 years ago, I was inspired to dedicate my life to rescue victims of domestic violence, human trafficking, refugees from war-torn countries, no matter their ethnicity or their status, and anyone else who actually crossed my path seeking peace and a safe haven from violence. This I have actually admit that I have done without any salary or being given any government funding or grants from any major philanthropic organizations. I survived simply from the support from like-minded individuals such as yourselves with the same agenda. But now, as a senior citizen, when I'm asked, why do I continue on my path for peace when facing so many adversities? My response is because saving even one life helps bring peace to humanity. And so if I can help someone, anyone along my way, as it said, then I feel my living has not been in vain. And that being said, a Lifetime Achievement Award is my reminder that I have more years behind me than I have forward. Because the need remains perpetual, my hope, my prayer is that my organization's agenda can continue even when I have passed on. But I know that this cannot happen, and I hear with Didi, the same thing. I know that this cannot happen unless until some kind soul organization provides the finances to make this a reality. So, on behalf of those seeking peace, for myself and others, I extend an opportunity that if you're one of those kind souls, I encourage you to make yourself known. Again, peace and blessings to all beloved individuals. I feel honored to be in the company of all of you, and I do love you, and I love peace. Thank you.
Thank you, Esma. And we support you in your efforts, and we support you in your recovery. And so thank you for this lifetime of work you've dedicated yourself to. It makes a difference. So our last Lifetime Achievement Award is for Susanna Anayatin. And Susanna, congratulations. I'm going to say a little bit about Susanna, and then we'll have her speak to us. So Dr. Susanna Salvador Anayatin is a dedicated public servant with extensive experience advocating for peace in Mindanao and has actively participated in numerous activities and organizations promoting the inclusion of peace studies in educational curricula. As a PhD holder in peace and development, she is currently teaching at Mindanao State University in the Peace and Development Graduate Course and at Cotabato State University Graduate School. In the Parliament, she represents settler communities and has proposed several legislations for their welfare. Notable among these is the bill to create the Office for Settler Communities, where she is designated as the executive director, and a provision in the Bangsamoro Local Governance Code for settler representation in local policy-making bodies. Susanna, you have the floor.
Thank you very much, Ma'am Tess. Ladies and gentlemen and honored guests, I am Susanna Salvador Anayatin, a Filipino. Warm greetings of peace to everyone, especially to our keynote speaker, Ambassador Anwarul Chaudhry. I am deeply moved and incredibly grateful to receive the 2024 Lifetime Achievement Award at the Exceptional Woman of Peace Award ceremony today. Though we are connected virtually, I feel profoundly connected to all of you through this shared moment of recognition and celebration. This honor is especially meaningful as I reflect on the journey that has brought me here. I was born in the central part of the country, which is Luzon, and at a very young age, my parents migrated to Mindanao, the southern part of the country, and settled in Datu Udin, Sinswat, Maguindanao. During my elementary studies, insurgency arose where some Muslim Moros and indigenous peoples started an armed struggle against the government to assert their rights to self-determination. This conflict resulted in a cycle of violence for more than 50 years now, causing lots of lost lives and properties to thousands of individuals, displacements, and high incidence of poverty and illiteracy. My father and brother were also killed during this period of conflict, and they are my sources of inspiration and motivation to work for peace. This environment and experiences shape who I am today, and I continue to call this place home. My life has been further blessed by my marriage to a Muslim Maguindanaon and the joy of raising 3 wonderful children and 2 beloved grandchildren. Ladies and gentlemen, for 49 years, my heart and soul has been dedicated to public service, and to enhance my potentials, I earned postgraduate degrees on public administration and on peace and development studies. I was honored to serve the ongoing peace process in the Philippines since 2017 as one of the drafters of the Bangsamoro Organic Law that embodies the implementation of the different peace agreements to end the decades-long armed conflict in the country. When the law was passed, I was appointed as one of the 80 members of the Bangsamoro Transition Authority Parliament, representing the settler communities. So, up to the present time, as a legislator, I ensure that the rights and privileges of this most minority sector is represented, respected, and upheld in terms of participation in governance. Since 2004, my weekends are devoted on teaching peace education in 2 universities to promote a culture of peace in the context of the Filipinos. The courses involve human rights and responsibilities, intercultural and interreligious sensitivity, environmental protection and sustainable development, conflict resolution, management and transformation, and other issues that promotes a culture of peace. This award serves as a heartfelt reminder that even the smallest act of kindness can inspire profound change. It underscores the importance of doing little things with great love and highlights the significant impact of our collective volunteerism. Being recognized for these efforts, especially for work done on behalf of the poor and marginalized, fills me with deep gratitude and humility. I accept this award with a heart full of joy and thanksgiving, and dedicate it to all of those who have supported and inspired me along the way. Above all, I give all the glory to God, whose guidance and grace have illuminated my path. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen, and may God bless us all with world peace. Mabuhay.
Thank you, Susanna, so much. And again, congratulations. And congratulations to all the winners, and by extension to all women who are committed peace builders. I was active in the citizen diplomacy movement in the 1980s, and our motto was a quote by Margaret Mead: "Never doubt that a small group of thoughtful, committed citizens can change the world. Indeed, it is the only thing that ever has." So these thoughtful, committed women are changing the world. Our awards for next year will be launched on International Women's Day, March 8th, and we encourage each of you to send it around to your friends and colleagues and consider applying yourself. because after all, we're the ones we've been waiting for. Thank you all for being here, and blessings.
Thank you, Kim. And again, thank you to all of you here. We honor you in your work for peace. And of course, as many of our presenters, our award recipients spoke about today, we are all connected and we are all stepping up to create a new world, a world of peace. So I'd like to close with a few quotes that have meaning to me in my work. And then we'll bring back the Power of Women anthem. And just know that at that point, our program, our ceremony has concluded. So again, by our beautiful Malala, I raise up my voice, not so I can shout, but so that those without a voice can be heard. We cannot all succeed when half of us are held back. And by the way that we are connected by Lila Watson, who says, if you've come to help me, you're wasting your time. But if you've come because your liberation is bound to mine, then come and let us work together. And then from Arundhati Roy, another world is not only possible, she is on her way. On a quiet day, I can hear her breathing. So let's hold that vision for a world at peace. Please know wherever you came from and whatever your background, you are a pathway to peace. And so we would invite you, let's open up the gallery so we can see each other, Emma. We would invite you to say 3 times, I am a pathway to peace, and say it with passion and conviction. If it helps you to put your hands on your heart, do that and breathe beauty into that. Are you ready? 3 times, I am a pathway to peace.
I am a pathway to peace.
A pathway to peace. And you can open your microphones.
I'm pathway to peace.
Pathway to peace.
I am
a pathway to
peace.
I am a pathway to peace.
I am a pathway to peace.
I am a pathway to peace.
I am a pathway to peace.
I am a pathway.
I am a pathway to peace.
I am
a pathway to peace.
Beautiful. Isn't it beautiful? And we all are. And so thank you to every one of you for being here. Thank you for your work for peace. Thank you. We send you off with love, with unity, and with peace. Thank you.
We thank you. God bless you, Tez, everybody, this wonderful gathering.
Beautiful, Hezekiah.
Thank you.
Thank you. And we'll bring up the Power of Women anthem so we can dance a little as you're leaving.
Kim, you are a tour de force.
It's Oh, tonight we're gonna ride, amazing across the sky, so the
We've got the power.
the power of sisters and queens, we lift up each other. We can achieve anything. We're the ones who are gonna make a change. We're the ones who are gonna flip the page. We're gold like rings in the water. We got the power. We got the power. We got the power. We got the power. We got the power to live up. Tonight we're gonna ride. Amazing from the sky, so we'll know the power of women.
Thank you, everyone.
Blessings all.
We got the power. We got the power.
We got the power. Let's
The
use
power.
it.
Got the power.
Thank you.